Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Off-Centered Outdoors. As you can see, I got my partner back this week. You don't have to just listen to me ramble about horse shit.
Yeah, I was absent because
dealing with the World War II flu.
that's it, COVID. Someone, Cody was saying that Bill Gates dropped it in on mosquitoes.
There you go, sounds legit.
4 years it took me, it finally got me, that bastard.
It's because you stopped with the horse medicine.
No, man, well, luckily I had some applesauce flavor, that's my favorite.
Yeah, of course, you got to.
You know, took that double dose right away, and but boy, it was something else. Well, I just thought I had a migraine.
Yeah.
For a while, or a sinus infection, but not so.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, I guess, but...
Yeah, you had a couple times, but you said...
Only once.
Oh, only once?
Only once. That's all I needed. You can't catch the same thing twice.
Well, I keep telling Jeff you can't get AIDS twice, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But he still does.
Oh, well, you got to, I guess.
You know? So, anyway.
Well, before we get into the fun stuff of this week's episode, I'm coming in kind of hot today.
Oh, yeah. Got a major topic.
I'm running a little late because I got in a Facebook argument this morning. So
with a keyboard warrior.
Absolutely. And you'll probably never see this, so I really don't give a shit. But
especially there, I think you said it's from the East Coast, Whitetail Mafia.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the question was posed on one of the taxidermy Facebook groups that this guy said, "Hey, I'm at $700 and I've got to quote this guy for what would you quote for a neck mount?" And my answer was $900.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody seemed to like that. I guess when you're doing 6 inches less work, you're supposed to give them six inches less of money. I don't know. But to me, that's a custom pose that I don't normally do. So I'm going to charge extra for it.
Okay, so in so many ways, I have no idea where to start with this.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he's at $700.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? You should be at $1,100.
Yeah, like I told him, the supplies must cost less at his house than
mine.
They
do in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, well.
No, I don't understand that one at all.
No, I actually, in the middle of this whole argument, I sat down and figured up to the minute averages if you were to order from everybody's favorite brand X.
Right.
You're still, if you're charging $700, you're basically breaking even at that point.
Yep.
That's not including overhead.
Right. Well, I guess they don't think they got overhead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you're doing 2 deer a year working out of your garage, that's all you can do.
Wait a minute. I work out of my...
You do more than 2, though.
Well, number one, yeah, I do.
Well, maybe not this year. But
not this year, yeah. Gotta rub it in, man. Mr. Successful over here. No, your house isn't free.
No, absolutely not. Your family's grocery bill ain't free.
No, but, you know, so like I bought this place, right? Mm-hmm. And basically, to do business, I split it in 2.
Yeah.
I figured out the square footage of my shop, which is actually bigger than my house. And then I had to figure out the electric and all that. And that was like, my rent was like $1,580 a month or whatever the frick it was, you know.
And you look at where I'm at with my shop.
Mm-hmm.
I have to do, at our current price, I've got to do about 1 deer a month to break even. That's just to cover my overhead.
That's all?
That's just my overhead. That's not supplies. That's not any of the other shit.
No, that's just to pay for
That's just to pay my rent and to pay my electric bill.
The rent on the floor and the electric. Oh, yeah. No, I guess you're right. 11 with supplies. That will cover your rent. Because you're lucky. You got like good rent.
I pay $800 a month rent, and my power bill is anywhere between $400 and $600 a month, which needs to go down. But that's another story.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going down, dude.
Well, once I get rid of that giant freezer, it might. But
that's true.
Yeah.
But
then I don't have to be on the special electricity program anymore.
Oh, you're special?
Yeah, apparently. But anyways, back to what I was getting at. There's no way you can make money giving people a discount because they're stupid. Granted, maybe there's somebody out there that likes a neck mount. The way I look at it, it's not 1923 anymore. It's 2023.
Okay, well,
We don't have to do those.
Well, here's the deal. Forget all that anyway. Mackenzie don't sell neck mounts.
They do.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Shows
you what I know.
Even though I already knew that, I was also brutally shown that, which I didn't need to be. Like I said, I already knew what was going on.
Well, how much less is a neck mount mannequin than a regular one?
It was marginal.
Marginal.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't matter because
Exactly.
it's plus you're still doing the front end.
Yeah, you're doing the important part. You're literally you're not doing about that much where the shoulder neck junction is.
That's it. You're doing.
There's not enough upside to make me want to give anybody a discount on it. And like I said, it's a custom thing. It's not something I do every day. It's not something I want to do. I would not like to put my name on a neck mount. I think they look like absolute garbage.
They do, and then I don't know if you've ever seen me. You came around probably. I hadn't done one in forever, but they're a pain in the ass a little bit.
Yeah, no, the last close to a neck mount I saw you do. Well, you did the one that you stuck him in the tree or whatever it was.
Oh, that's right.
But
yeah, the tree.
The one before that was the one where you had him. He carved the body out of the stump or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I put the front end.
Yeah.
So technically, wasn't really well. I guess I ran out of hide, but
yeah, you only mounted up to the neck.
Yeah.
So,
well, what I meant was I still had something to add something to put the
absolutely
the mannequin on an easel.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like I said, it's my opinion. Your opinion might differ. This guy over here's opinion might differ. It doesn't matter. We're allowed to have our own opinions. We're allowed to run our businesses the way we want to run them. And for somebody to make me try to make me feel like shit because I'm charging more than he does for something I don't want to do anyways is completely asinine. So, you know what? Have fun doing your $500 neck mounts.
Yeah, pack sand, dude.
I'm going to come over here and mount 3 $1,200 deer heads, and then after lunch, I might do a couple more.
That's right.
So, I don't know what to tell you.
That or you'll do all your mounts, and then you went and took the toddlers hunting.
Yeah.
Had a good weekend, and still were productive.
Absolutely. And you know what? I was always told opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And I like to add on to that.
Okay.
I don't really care about yours unless your tit's down in the pillow in front of me. So that's all I need to say. I'm done. I'm not going to argue with people on Facebook anymore. I don't have time to deal with their horse shit.
Well, okay, so me and the boss just the other day we were talking because this latest backpack mount I did, I don't know where the guy ordered this particular one.
Yeah.
Pack because it looked similar to the other ones, but for whatever reason, they really bowed the crap out of the bow part more, and I just wasn't, I just got what a pain in the ass this one was.
Yeah.
And then so that's when Mike came in and said, well, of course you're charging less, right? Because you're just mounting the head. So I said, if by charging less you mean $10.95 instead of $11, plus the backpack, so really it's $1,400.
Yeah.
Because why would it be less again?
Yeah.
Oh, because not only that, you have to get a head somewhere. You have to purchase that anyway.
Well, absolutely.
They used to not have swap out head. And apparently, if Mackenzie has a neck mount, they must have brought it over from the old Van Dyke's thing.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Or Bob's, But come to think about it, because, usually you have to order one and cut the head off.
Yeah.
So you're buying a whole mannequin anyway. Then you're cutting the head off however long. Then you're putting the backboard. So right there you've done 3 steps more.
Yeah.
Because a guy like you would already be done. Like, by the way, I talked to Rudy last night.
Oh, good.
He was throwing you heaps of praises on how your deer heads look.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, he was. He's in the middle of that. They got one more shave on that elephant.
Yeah.
And apparently he's casting the ear molds or something.
Oh, wow.
And he said they're so big, only one fits on the back of his flatbed at a time. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, God, I miss that guy. He says, if he asked me last night if he comes out to the World Show, will we go? I said, absolutely.
Yep, absolutely.
I said, you'll go, maybe even she'll go. And, you know, and I said, and then we started talking about, I said, Jeff will go. And I said, I'm going to predict, I'm making this prediction right now so you can look it back up in a couple of years. Jeff will take that damn goldfish because he hasn't done no other fish in like 50 years. He'll win a god-darn world title.
Yeah.
And we'll never hear the freaking end of it.
He'll really be difficult to live with.
Oh my God. Can you just see that? I can see it. I know. I know. I've already resigned myself to that.
Most definitely. It'll happen.
And actually, he deserves it for that one, but he never did any, that doesn't, I guess, take away from the skill it took to do that. But oh my God, the insufferability.
Yeah.
I might actually have to beat him for real this time.
Yeah, somebody's got to.
I changed his name on my phone from Jeff Davis to Armpit because of John DeResta come back in and he says, how's Pitt?
Yeah.
Some reason he likes that guy. I don't know, but that's okay.
Jeff's easy to like. He's definitely a character that keeps us on our toes.
Oh yeah, and then like I said, he really is interesting because just when you think he couldn't get any stupider, he does something like profound and heavy. Yeah. Like he did with John when he lost his wife, and you just and I remember I look at him and go, why can't you just say that like all the time?
Yeah.
Because I know you're capable, and this whole price thing has been going on for years. Yeah. And I just don't understand why people don't do a real cost breakdown ever. And I mean, even us to a point. Yeah. But like you said, we already know that we got a pretty good idea of what our overhead is and what stuff is and how long it takes us. And yeah, absolutely. And how many we need to do to really stay in business. But that's why so many aren't really in business or are just part-time, I guess. Yeah. So. Yeah, they don't think they have all the extra overhead and all that other fun stuff like we were saying. It's, well, yeah, I work at home. It's a hobby. Anything I make here, I can just put in my pocket. Well, they're still not taking anything into account except for that money at the end. Yeah, but what money? Exactly. That's the thing. It's really, in fact, you know how many customers I lost last year because I asked them if they lived in my county or something because apparently all their expenses are free or something, Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand people, but I guess I'm not supposed to either. Because if I was supposed to, I would, I guess. I don't know. Like they say to me, I say, why are you asking me that, Chuck? I go, well, I was just curious if gas is like not $6 a gallon at your house down the street, or if your meat hamburger was $18 or something. Yeah. Like, I mean, like I said, I told one guy, this may surprise you, but I have to eat and everything. I have to feed I said, I got like 19 dependents, man. Not counting Matt and and Jeff and whoever else, People think of this as a hobby business, and there's very few of us that actually take into account that, hey, some of us actually do this for a living. And yeah, and taxidermy, as I was thinking about what Mike said in the last part of the article, after he did the 4 articles, when he gave him the finger about the test multiple choice, he said, taxidermy has been really good to him. It's been really good to me, Wasn't the easiest, so when I complain, don't take it like, that, but, no, I don't know what else a guy like me, like I keep famously saying, was supposed to be a janitor what else can you do when you make as much as a doctor or something, you know?
Yeah.
If you do it right, there's no reason not to.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget that they're paying for your skill too.
Yeah, exactly.
They're paying for your talent.
Exactly.
It's like the guy come and fixed the water thing, and it was like 200 and something bucks. Well, why was it? Well, because he could fix it in 15 minutes because he knew what to do, but he also had to drive his truck up here. Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Know? So you know, so when you break it down like that, it was cheap. You know, in my mind anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Nobody takes those things into account. It's always, why am I going to pay that much?
It's only, and with our client, at least in my experience, and I believe in yours too, because we cross-check a lot of the same people, but the guys that give us the least grief are all the guys that run their own show.
For the most part, yeah.
Pretty much. They don't, none of them, you know, and it's like what Eric said, I don't want no one touching my shit but you, you know. I don't trust nobody else but you guys.
Yeah.
You know, because he's been around and he's been to other shops, and not that, like I said, not that they're not good, because they are.
Yeah.
You know, Howard, all of them guys they got skills. Greg, everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And everybody there, they got their own guys that only trust them. You know, as it should be. Oh, speaking of that, so Greg, this is a small world somehow again. Greg delivered a elk head, I guess, the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out to the grandson of one of my best customers or something that lives, I mean, like this total random.
Yeah.
And they go, what? You know, Chuck, oh, look at this picture here with, you know, oh, shit, that's because they had moved to Idaho, you know what I mean?
Okay,
they have a house there, so it made sense to me. And I said, Greg, I don't care if you poach my guy, you know? It doesn't matter to me. You know, I just think it blew their mind. I said, I was happy about that. It blew their mind at the odds of us, you know, knowing each other, or, you know, it's, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
It is. It's really cool. People don't realize that there is a big network of us. I mean, there's not a lot of us out there. So the few of us that are out there, the good ones talk to each other.
I think that's the truth in a different way. Like you say, the keyboard warriors and all of that, and all this one group. And I was thinking back to when someone took it upon themselves to critique me and ask everyone what they thought of me, which they forgot to ask me if I gave a shit or whatever. I get, you know, like oh, okay, let's who can we pick on? Let's pick on Rick Crane, because Rick won't care.
No.
Let's put out there, what do you think of Rick Crane's work Well, I think he's only a 3 out of 10. I think he's blah 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 blah, you know.
Yeah.
And, gee, thanks a lot, you know. Like, you know, and then not just in this business. Greg was just saying the other day because we have that shared hobby of military, and he has this one particular badge that's sign everything. He's got everything, you know. And some guy's trying to tell him it's see, everything we have is fake. You get it?
Oh yeah.
You know, and I start reading the comments on some of them sites when them guys post, and the parallel between, it's just like if you went on, don't do that to yourself, guys. Don't do it. I mean, there are guys on there that know their shit, but don't subject yourself to the punishment of that your shit ain't real or whatever, because, you know.
Yeah. Usually I don't let myself fall into those kind of traps that I fell in this morning. I was just trying to help somebody out that asked for an opinion.
And as you know, no good deed goes unpunished.
No, it never does. Usually I do a pretty good job of avoiding things. And this morning, honestly, it wasn't even for the fact that any of that. I felt extremely disrespected by the way I was
treated.
Typed out.
100%.
And I don't care if you're Joe Kish or Jesus Christ. I'm not going to take any kind of disrespect from anybody. You know?
Oh, that's it. Joe Kish. Okay.
Well, I'm glad I jogged your memory.
No, here we go. I'm going to screw this one up really good because there's a lot of parts, you know?
Yeah.
So Rudy was telling me that, you know, that Ed Roosh, whatever guy, that Fig Jam that was punishing Sonny a few years ago?
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't know. I don't care if I even say your name. Screw it. You're the one. So he's in a battle with Joe Kish about Carl Akeley.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe wants him to, apologize and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess Joe's just gutting him, man.
Well,
I
good.
guess we should probably read it, you know?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It makes me feel good that, see, because you don't want to get in a battle with Joe because he's one of them guys that'll take whatever time is necessary to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Joe is a huge fan. He wrote that conversation with Carl, you know, and the whole bit about, you know, and I forget how it happened, but there was somehow some award they want to do in his honor or something, and then Joe donated, and then the guys, I don't know, it's all screwed up. We'll have to get Rudy on to, or we could actually go read it, I guess.
We could,
but
where's it at?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say, is there still TaxiNet or something?
There's got to be.
You know, I think Joe's on that one a lot.
Too many people in this business enjoy patting themselves on the back to there not be one.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that Joe's like the real deal. People don't realize it, and the other guy's not. And that's what I was trying to encourage Sonny when he was all upset. I said, dude, I guarantee you the guy never did one.
Yeah.
And he's going, oh, come on, he's saying this, he's telling me I'm stupid. This, I go, dude, Sonny, back away from the ledge, okay?
Yeah.
If he did it, he would know that it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you've tried it, and actually I've tried it. Fraser's, everybody's tried this one particular thing, and the problem is that you know, the head is wider than whatever, you know what I mean, and even if you could get it over, you can't get the ear, you know what I mean? No, it's just it doesn't work. It's
yeah. No, that was another thing. I got into a thing the other day too. I forgot about that one about sewing. I blame Bob for that one. Bob Coughlin started a thing. He posted a long Y incision that he was sewing up, and they made everybody on the taxidermy page lose their shit. And I was agreeing with him on a few things, and
like
shouldn't
what?
do that, I guess. That it's just as easy, or it's easier to do it that way most of the time than the other way.
Oh yeah, I mean, look how long the Y had to open it up to.
Guys
6 inches to the end.
Yeah, guys are saying, well, I just sew it up and on the table and then recut it as a burr to burr. Why in the hell would you do that? You're gonna do the whole fucking thing twice.
I think it's more than twice.
Well, yeah, at least. But
it's at least twice.
Yeah. Then some brand new girl started arguing. It doesn't matter if she was a girl. It could have been anybody.
Yeah.
But started arguing with me about why I would, if I get a short incision in, why I would cut it and sew the whole thing. Why would I put a seam where there doesn't need to be one when it wasn't there to begin with? And like I told her, the answer is because it's easy.
Well, not just that.
When you know how to sew, you're not going to see that seam. Doesn't matter if it's
Bob
6 inches
what was
or...
his name? Bob, but he was really stomping, and he's from the East Coast, guys, by the way.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, and
Bob's one of the ones that still has common sense left. And
he's going, hang on to him for a while. Oh God, I hope. I mean, I was loving it. I was like cheering and clapping and hooting and hollering, going, God damn, I could almost kiss you on the cheek, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Like, why don't you guys learn how to sew?
Yeah, Bob's stirring the pot. He doesn't have a whole lot more to do because he's recovering from his hip replacement.
Oh boy.
So yeah, he was stirring the pot, and everybody kind of fell into it, and I was right there with him. But it was funny. It was one of those things that everybody's arguing, but at the same time, I think everybody realized how stupid the argument was at the same time. Because it's one of those ones that they've been arguing about since they started doing this. You know?
Well, again, Fraser would always say, "Is there not still a seam?"
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I said.
I mean, there's still a seam, whether it's like this much.
Mm-hmm.
you know, plus the Y, so that makes it like this much.
Yeah.
Or this much. Or this much. There's still a seam. Somehow, you have to take it off the animal. And to do that, you have to open it up.
Yeah, exactly. But, I don't know. Apparently, you shouldn't put a seam where there's not supposed to be one if it wasn't there already. So, I don't know. The deer in my area didn't come with zippers, so we got to do something.
Well, so here I could use that with my why don't I wear shoes argument.
Yeah.
Because we weren't born with them. But
yeah, well.
But that doesn't, I mean, I don't know if that really holds water, but.
No, probably not.
But, God, with, you know, and we fight about the same shit.
Yeah, it's always the same. It always comes to the same conclusion. You're right, I'm right, we're all right. Let's go be right together.
No, and then Rudy is, what the hell was he doing yesterday? He was doing a bird, and I told him about the flamingo, and he says he thinks they need a CITES even to get one into Australia.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
So, you know, and then he goes, they're a pain in the ass. I said, well, I'm not getting one because it was either a setup, which I think, the more I think about it, you know,
yeah, well,
or it might be. You know,
if it goes to the name that she dropped to you, let's hope it was a setup.
God, I can't wait.
Because she said she called all the taxidermists in the area. I know one that didn't get called.
Yeah, that's true.
But
you never get set
I always
up,
miss out the good stuff.
You do, man.
It's all good though. You know, I haven't had for a while. I haven't had anybody call me about an owl or a hawk.
That's what I mean.
That should be coming pretty soon, I would imagine.
How about I was adding up all the calls I got in the deer season. So 2 were deer, and the other 18 were like a rabbit's foot, a boa, 2 snakes, a cow, a horse. I could go on. Oh, a flamingo.
Yep.
I don't know what else. Everything but work.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Yeah, it's been an interesting season. But things are turning around, I think, this week. I think this is going to be a busy-ass week.
I think so. But, again, at least you're up there where the land's open.
Yeah.
I really believe that all of the forest is closed here.
Yeah, for sure.
So all my guys my normal guys you usually see here, they can't go up the road to even get on the place where they go to the ridge or whatever,
for sure.
You know.
That definitely is going to be playing a part. I'm damn sure.
Yeah. Well, what I'm curious about is the other states where, like Wyoming, where it had that big kill off, and you know, but I'm sure someone will get something.
Oh yeah. But
I'm curious how it's, because that kill was pretty bad.
No, for sure. That's what it's looking like. But
yeah.
On the plus side, on the way down here this morning, I ran into my buddy, the big 3-pointer by Casitas, so that was cool. He was, whether you believe it or not, he was pushing a couple of those.
I believe you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was out trying to get his groove on, and
well, it is mid-September, dude.
I know.
So we're heading towards October. So
yeah, but
doesn't mean they don't. Like if I was a buck, I'd be in rut like all year, so.
Right? Yeah.
Right. So maybe he's like,
I mean, a couple of the ones we got this week, or we were on this weekend, were pushing does too. So I think they're getting stupid and just stupid enough to get out and get shot.
Yeah, I think it's I call it the pre-rut thing. They're starting to spar and they're doing their thing and they're getting, and we did have a little bit of a drop off in the coolness, which seems to start the process.
Absolutely, yeah, and the weird weather period with the rain and not rain and warm and cold. And it definitely changes things around. Yeah. Anyways, let's talk about some other fun stuff.
By the way, I want to put a plug in because Heather is she'd gone through a period of roughness, and she told me she's back in the earliner business.
Good.
So I'm gonna give her support.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to tell you guys to call her up. If you still have her number, she's in business. She was Johnny on the spot on these last ones.
Yeah.
And that's all she's doing now.
Good.
She doesn't have another job. And
nice. I'm sure there'll be a few people happy to hear that Heather's back in the ear business. So
Yeah.
If you need ear liners,
Especially Stassi.
call Heather at Superior Ear Liners, and she'll get you taken care of.
Oh, did I tell you Stassi's story about that? He's the one that sends Zaynard those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's his fault that the Zaynard blacktail ears don't. except for that we happen to know that they came from Washington. Like me.
Yeah.
God bless you, Stassi.
Well, they'll fit Steve's ear.
No, he goes, the medium ones. I go, no, the medium. There is no medium. There's large and the other extra large or whatever, So, God bless him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Call it. Where's our earliner video?
Yeah.
Damn you, Stassi. I didn't even know you. I thought you used Bondo. So.
Yeah. Well, right after I got off the phone with you, when you told me that the other day, he sent me a message asking me if we did one. So I had to send him the link to it. So yeah, I'll put it right here in the video too. I'll drop it down in the description. So if you need to learn how to make your liners, the wrong way,
you can watch us do it. Well, what I told him is I said, dude, it's like anything else. You have to do more than like one pair.
Yeah.
We were doing like a shit pile of them, and then we're trying to figure out the whole bottom widget part, where the sweet spot is to cut the perfect width.
Yeah,
the 40, whatever you call it.
And then we learned the right way to warm them up, and then we were in business. So
we were in business. Then after all of that, we started getting up from a distance.
Yeah.
Because we got all these plans, we got all this shit we got to do, and then yet here we sit, still putting heads together. So, although we might have time, I'm thinking
we'll see. I don't know. I hope we don't. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope we're busier than shit here pretty soon. But, anyways.
Well, I haven't heard from Scotland yet, but got the boxes there from the New Zealand shit.
Yeah. That's good.
Like I said, I think if I get that one African job, like we say, we try not to count, and we always panic anyway. And then something will happen. Like allegedly, I got this job, which would more than make up for anything.
Yeah, most definitely.
That I would have taken in anyway. So what difference does it make? It doesn't, And we'll see. But hey, Brent was telling me that Thule Elkigal is like a 290 or something.
I don't doubt it.
Oh, and then I saw Harry Pelton got some bull.
Yeah.
Good old Harry.
He cashed in his California points and got himself a good one, it looked like.
Yeah, nice dark colored one. Son of a gun.
Yeah.
But good old, got him, it was good to see him at the show.
Yeah.
These guys, and then hearing them after, they sound like me now, what I used to sound like 20 years ago when I was talking to them,
And there's that damn phone.
Oh.
It's not a podcast unless Chuck's phone rings.
But who is it? I wonder what I forgot to do today. Kevin.
Well, we can talk to him later.
Kevin, there's another. We attract fruits, nuts, and vegetables. By the droves.
But yeah, so as I was talking about in my last video, the last podcast, this last weekend we had the
Chimeneas.
Carrizo Plains Apprentice deer hunt on the Chimeneas Ranch.
Right.
And I'm lucky enough to be a part of that. And it was a damn good time. We had 3 kids, 2 from the Central Coast here, and 1 from up in Elk Grove. And actually, kind of made my whole trip. The kid from Elk Grove came up. He was the first kid there, and I watch all your guys' videos. This is like so far the highlight of my trip. I said, well,
no way.
Give it time.
Yeah. You can tell them what I always say. Boy, son, you better raise the bar out of the dirt.
It was awesome. That
makes it worth it right there because.
So if you guys are watching, I'm sorry for what I said earlier, but sometimes things needs to be said.
Oh.
But anyways, no, it was a good time. We had, like I said, the 3 kids out there, and the first 2, the one from Napomo and the one from Elk Grove, they got their bucks first thing.
Like in the morning?
Saturday morning.
Oh, no kidding.
And we had our kid on a couple different ones that morning, but for one reason or another, they didn't pan out. And so we went back, and while everybody else is starting to have lunch and all that other stuff, I'm skinning deer out and caping deer and hanging them up and all that fun stuff. And then we had some lunch and took about a 20-minute nap and decided, you know what, this is stupid sitting here. We could be out hunting.
Right.
So we rounded up our kid and his dad and took off up the road, and I think we got about maybe half a mile out of camp. And this little buck stood up in a tree. We didn't think it was even a deer at first because he was tucked in there so good. And then Noah, my partner, he said, you know what, that is a deer. And then we looked closer and we could see his antlers, and it was 28 yards off the road.
No way.
Oh, it was perfect. So he gave us all, he thought he was hidden. He didn't think we could see him, I guess. And
obviously.
He hung out just long enough to be in trouble.
Yeah.
And the kid jumped out and made a great shot on him.
Oh, really? Was it like boom?
Oh, yeah. You'll see it on the video that's going to come out here pretty soon.
Awesome.
Yeah, one shot, dropped him in his tracks, and the bullet got both lungs and went through and broke his back leg. And yeah, that was the end of that. It ended up being a nice 17.5-inch forking horn.
Oh, good representative buck.
It was all three of these kids' first deer, which is awesome. That's why we do this, is to get the kids on hopefully their first one, if not one of their first ones.
It's always an adventure with you, because last year you had the girl and
we had two girls last year.
Two girls, and then it was this and that, and then this time it was this, that, and the other thing.
Yep, and this year I didn't have to ride the deer down the mountain, so that was a plus.
Oh, that's right.
But no, it was fun. And then that morning also, everybody was seeing a whole bunch of pigs, and the rule out there on the ranch, once the kids are done with their deer hunt, we can go pig hunting. This is a surprise though, so if you're putting in for it, you didn't hear that part for next year.
Exactly.
It's not a done deal either. That we're gonna, bless you. It's not a done deal that you get to go for the pigs anyways. But sometimes if the biologist says go for it, we get to go for it. And so we all cruised around Saturday night, and nobody saw anything. And well, apparently me and my group drove past a couple that were up on the hill above us that nobody could see except for the people above us.
Well, that doesn't sound very helpful.
Yeah, it was all good. They were little ones anyways, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And so we went back and had dinner and regrouped for the next morning, and we all get out first thing at first light, and I don't know, it's not usually foggy out there on the ranch. And Sunday morning, the fog came in so thick you could barely see 60 yards outside the door of the house.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we're out there driving around in the fog, not being able to see.
So there's pigs there somewhere.
Yeah, no, they're always there. They need to do some more pig hunts on the ranch, but that's another subject for another day. But yeah, so nobody ended up getting a pig, needless to say, and which is fine. It
was one of those rare weekends where I didn't talk to you 2 days in a row, because I knew that it's a circus. Well, there's at least Saturday.
There's not really any signal out there anyways, so you could have called, and it wouldn't have been.
Oh, good. Well, then why'd you make me feel so fucking guilty? Thank you.
No,
I don't even remember what I did this weekend. Again.
But yeah, so that was fun. We got to, like I said, we got all three kids their first deer. They're all, I donate mounts to all three kids.
Right.
So you only get one first one, so it's already special that they get to get it on this hunt. I want to make it as
well.
The
one kid
possible.
sounds like, oh my God, like can't wait to get a mount.
They're all super excited. So
good deal.
Yeah.
It comes back to us. It's not even why we do it. We do it because we should do it.
But no, I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that makes this possible. The A to Z Foundation, the Abanelis Ranch, the Chimeneas Ranch Foundation, the Fish and Game of California. Without them, this ranch wouldn't even be there. So thank you all, everybody that put this on. We couldn't do this without you guys. And
boy, it kills me to hear you think Fish and Game, but that's okay.
There's good ones out there.
Okay, I believe you.
There is. There's even Anyway.
Yeah. I think they're a kinder, gentler.
Yeah, no, there's always going to be the select asshole out there, but
there is. But I'm telling you, if you go back in the Wayback Machine, back in the days, oh my God, they earned
Oh,
their
I know.
reputation.
I know it.
You
But
know?
yeah, we're just out there dealing with the biologist anyway, so I'm not too worried about
Who
it.
didn't know about flamingos,
No.
by the way. We gave her an assignment, or you did.
Yeah, him.
Him.
Yes.
Her.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we had Brandon,
Sorry, Brandon.
the
I don't know why I thought it was a lady, but...
yeah, well, I get it.
Oh, I know, because of the wasting lady.
Oh, yeah.
The CWD
Yeah,
thing.
the lady you met at the circus.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Brandon out there from the ranch. He's the biologist for the Chimeneas itself, and then we had the new biologist for Monterey County was out there, and Zach. He was a cool guy too. So
Really?
Thank you guys for being out there as well.
Cool.
I know you're never going to see this either, but hey, maybe you will.
Maybe you will. You don't know.
Yeah.
We're building listeners. We're like doubling our audience by hundreds of % every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? And God, it seems like there was something else, but
oh, we also had that Presqu'île Winery barbecue contest that I wasn't here for, and we didn't win.
oh man.
But I want to say a congrats to my buddy Jeff Landers. I know you watch these on occasion, so Jeff, good job.
I know that name.
If we had
Why do I know that name?
I have no idea. If we had to lose, I'm glad it was to you.
Yeah, Jeff, and I know your name for some reason. Maybe because Matt's always bitching that you kick his ass or
Maybe.
something. Could be.
Uh-huh.
You know?
And we, the promoter for the other big barbecue contest cooked in it also, and he ended up tying with us for second place. So, Jaime, good job. Yeah, I can't wait to do it all again when I can be there to help out.
Yeah.
I felt honestly really bad for not being there. It kind of messed with my brain a little bit.
Really? Because
this is the first one that I've missed that we actually competed in that I can remember.
Really? Well, you can't be everywhere all at once.
That's
dude.
what they say. I know there needs to be a clone of me or
And
something.
you used to have more time to barbecue because
Mm-hmm.
you weren't like, you know, the monumental taxidermy giant that you are now.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gearing up for a couple busy weekends of barbecue though. So
Yeah.
this weekend coming up, so last weekend when you guys see this was Old Days in Los Alamos. We'll be cooking there. We're doing tri-tip sandwiches both days, I think, and we are running the barbecue contest on Sunday. So it's going to be like a whiskey bent family event we're putting on. So you guys don't have to cook against us, and we're honestly
It's a good thing they don't.
We're not even judging you. But it's just going to be two of us again. It's going to be me and BJ doing the whole thing. Ray, my brother-in-law, my partner, the guy that's been with me since the beginning on this. We started this together about 20 years ago. He's going to be up in, I think it was Sacramento, trying out to be a part of the California state, or no, not even, national butcher team.
No kidding.
Yeah, he's going to, he got to help with their contest last year up there, and this year he's actually
That's right. I
trying
remember something about that.
Yeah, this year he's actually trying out to be on the team.
Didn't he meet Brent there or something?
Yeah, Brent was there, and that was a fun deal. I got
Did you see that
text
picture?
back and forth, and
Oh, sorry. Brent posted a picture of. Sorry, no, it just came
I
in my
wasn't
head.
talking about nothing. Don't worry.
Okay, no, you never are. Right in the middle of it, but
Mhm.
he posted a picture with someone taller than him and said, "See, I'm normal
Yeah.
size." Okay, sorry.
It's all good. I was about done anyways.
No, fuck,
No,
I
anyway.
can't do it every fucking time.
I'm used to it. Good luck, Ray. I know you can do it. Yeah, and then after that, we've got a couple private events coming up and a few other odds and ends. And then before you know it, I'm going to be on my way to Wyoming for antelope.
That's it. Where are you going again?
We'll be right outside of Casey, Wyoming.
Casey, I gotta coordinate with the boss.
Basically,
maybe,
right
you know,
smack dab in the middle.
in the middle. Maybe Mike will take a drive,
You never know.
you know, and
But
see
yeah,
the boss.
We're gonna try to fly Nathan up there so he doesn't have to drive all the way up there from Texas. And
Yeah. Speaking of the kid, you got any progress reports?
yeah, he actually last week went up to my mom's in Oklahoma for a few
Oh,
days.
really?
Yeah, he was bored with between hunts, so
Mm-hmm.
his next group of hunters comes in this weekend, the
Now,
22nd.
this deer hunter.
This will be his first group of deer hunters.
Okay,
Yeah.
and how's he doing on his judging shit? And
He seems to be okay. I don't know. He hasn't talked to me too much more about that, so he must be doing okay. I think
Yeah.
they wouldn't be letting him.
he's a good
Take
hand,
the
that
hunters
kid.
out.
You know.
Yeah.
And again, you go, why? Like with you, they don't know which end of the wrench is up,
Yeah.
you know, and then they go somewhere else, and then
No, he
complete another story.
He's usually on top of his shit. We did a pretty good job with that one.
Yeah, you did. No, you did. He's always been on his game.
Yeah,
and always help. I mean, I never seen a kid that never bitched, no matter how much work you threw. Well, he might do it when I'm
don't
not
hang
there.
out too often.
Yeah, that's it.
But no, I think he's having a little bit of buyer's remorse on this deal. He's not making quite as much as he wanted to make, and I told him that was how it's going to be. But he's also living for free, and he's going to get a big expensive deer at the end of the year, and he gets paid per hunt, which I told him is not going to be fun. But I know.
Yeah, but what an adventure, though.
Exactly.
I keep saying, fuck, you're 18,
Mm-hmm.
you got nothing else to do, really, and, and them Texas women, I don't know, I heard stories.
Well,
so.
from what I hear, his area, it's a
Dry
bunch
spell.
of dumpster fires, but...
Oh, well, they call it mothering up, Mike said.
Something like
They
that.
get like a 40 or I don't know, whatever. So I hear.
Uh-huh.
I have no first-hand knowledge. I just report the news. I like to say.
He's doing really good. I'm gonna try to tell him that he needs to call his Uncle Chucky and check in with him once in a while too.
Yeah, I do, because I worry about the kid. Well, I don't really worry about him. He's got that shit-eating grin that
No, he's doing awesome out there. I can't wait to see what happens when he actually gets.
Every day was a new idea at first. I'm gonna go build a suspension bridge in Taiwan, and then
But first I'm gonna go.
Yeah, then I'm gonna go. What else the hell was he gonna do?
Oh, it's always something with that kid.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be a thingy, And
see, there you go, bud. If nothing else, you can always go be a thingy.
That's it. But first, you got to get $100.
First, you got to get $100.
Then,
Mm-hmm.
God, what's sad? I was thinking of all my friends that passed away the other day. Speaking of that $100 thing, it's weird. Weird to start getting older, because now I'm looking at 70 on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not to bitch, because according to Jean-Claude Van Damme over there at the White House, or whatever her name is, 80's the new 40, so I guess
There you go.
I'm going to be okay. But
So I'm not the same age as old people. Okay.
Huh?
I said I'm not the same age as old people then.
No. And, if 80's 40, you're 40, you must be like 2.
Must be. I'm good with that. See, I can
Because
be as immature as I want to be.
Because if you go by that theory, right,
Mhm.
80 half is 40, so if you take again 40 is the new 2.
Something. It's got to be.
So
at least
no
20.
wonder, man, you got to change your diapers, dude. I'm sorry.
Let's make it 40's the new 20, so I can still be legal.
That's it,
At
man.
least halfway legal.
Yeah.
Well, shit, Chuck. It's we're about 50 minutes into this deal.
Well, I knew we had a report to do, because we had to hunt, and we had to kind of glad to, the problem with arguing on that Facebook is, like I said, you lose IQ points all over, and we really can't afford,
No, that's
or I can't, to lose any more IQs than I've already.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, if any of you taxidermists are out there listening, let's all get along. This is all stupid shit that we don't need to be fighting about.
The main thing is that's what really is frustrating to me, because we had so much knowledge given to us for free. That's why we freely give it. That's the rule.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's our rule, but
Yeah.
you can take it or leave it, or take what you take what you want and leave the rest. And
Absolutely.
we're not saying you got to do it exactly like us, but if you look at the truth and look at the success that we've had, why wouldn't you at least give it a shot?
Absolutely.
Give it, like Fraser always said, give it an honest try, and I say this almost every time, but otherwise you're going to end up with getting a custom engraved 2x4 with your name on it, with a nice handle on it, so you can just hit yourself in the head.
Yeah.
Because we can't hurt you more than your. I saw something on Facebook, speaking of that, where they were loosening the whatever they call it, the epidural flap on the top of the head there.
No.
Before they I'm completely at a loss
Yeah.
as to why you just don't open it. And
Oh, that's another thing. You want to do another seminar?
yeah,
Okay. This one's not for cat. This one's for a private group that might want to do a.
I'd love to.
Well, there you go.
No,
I may have just been contacted for one for a birthday present for somebody. So
let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I'm doing it whether you want to or not.
Okay, well, I can.
I gave him a gift certificate.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, I'll just love doing those, especially when you have someone that's really interested.
Mm-hmm. But the caveat is they're gonna have to provide their own specimens. I'm not giving everybody everything.
No. That kid though, he sure was proud of that buck, man.
Absolutely.
So you can make a difference. They say even if you reach one, you just don't 100%. Know. You know, that kid's gonna be somebody. I'm not sure what, but and when I say that, everybody's somebody. But no, I think that kid's gonna be.
Yeah, like I told the cat board when I sent him pictures, I said, "This kid sticks with it, he's gonna be trouble."
Trouble, and then also I think he's gonna do something with his life. That when I say somebody, I think he's destined to do some, you know what I mean? Yeah. Not that he's going to be a patent, but maybe, you don't know.
Oh, also, the kid that from the ranch that was so excited to meet me, we might have to learn how to do a bird to teach him how to do a bird. He wants to learn how to do a duck.
Why a duck?
I know, that's what I said. I said, I don't know how well I can teach you to do a duck.
No, damn it, dude, you know what? I could do it. I feel like Quigley down under. I ain't got no use for one. Yeah. I can do a frosty one if I have to.
Yeah, we can do them. It's just not number one.
Upland, you know, I'm going to tell you, Upland would be easier to start and switch over, just for getting the hang of the skinning and. But no, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah.
There you go, Logan. If you're watching, there's your answer. We can teach you how to do a duck.
Absolutely, be happy to. And then when we do it, we'll teach you, and then everyone that sees how you do it, their eyes will cross and their jaw will drop, and because of how we do it, you know. Again, we do it right side up, not upside down.
Yeah, there's certain ways people do things that aren't the same way that we do things. And
well, again, when you think about it, why wouldn't you wire it from the, like, I mean, when you're going underneath all that time? Duh. Had to make my own 2x4 and hit you, you know?
Yep.
All right.
So that's the end of another episode. Thank you guys for watching this long. You've been with us for damn near an hour on this one. So
yeah, it was a good one though. I'm sorry I got
this is the
COVID, man.
Yeah, it's all good. I had fun talking to my phone by myself the other day. So
well, I'm glad you carried on.
We got to keep it in some kind of an algorithm.
No, I was worried about missing one, so I didn't have to.
No, we're good. So yeah, check us out on social media at Butcher Shop Taxidermy, at Ojai_Valley_ Taxidermy. Check us out on the YouTube, Butcher Shop Taxidermy 4090 for some reason.
Yeah, I got some guys from Arizona. By the way, I got another letter from those guys.
Oh, nice.
That said they're checking us out.
Awesome.
Oh, and by the way, I have to say this one thing. If you're looking for intellectual content, this might not be the show for you.
I don't know. I think we gave them some today.
Well, we did. It depends on what you mean by intellectual, because primarily we are taxidermists and outdoor show.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, and sometimes I veer in the twilight zone.
It happens.
But
yeah, check us out everywhere you get your podcasts: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeart Radio, and of course YouTube.
And then when we do figure out how to use the phone thing, we actually will have some other guests with other.
I got to do some more playing.
Other like my World War II guy wants to come on. John DeResta will be hilarious. Yeah, but that won't be too serious, you know. But,
us be serious?
No, God, he's so funny, man. No, he was like. Telling Wendy, let's see. My dick, my balls.
All right. Well, on that note,
sorry.
Let's take it home. We'll go do some work for the day.
Yeah, we gotta test fit some shit and see how much we feel like.
Absolutely.
Doing it, which is right now, we both look highly motivated. Yep. All right. Jinx. See you next week.
Peace.
No peace.